Listeria monocytogenes is a dangerous pathogen that has the potential to cause listeriosis. Elderly people, pregnant women, and immunocompromised individuals are at a higher risk of contracting this illness. The Center for Disease Control and Prevention states an annual estimate of 1,600 individuals becoming ill and roughly 16% of these individuals dying as a result of this pathogen. Listeria monocytogenes is kind of a mouthful, so for the remainder of this pitch, I'll simply refer to it as Listeria. Good afternoon. My name is Emily Lehmann. I'm a graduate student at the University of Wisconsin-Stout studying food science and technology while working full-time as a quality assurance supervisor at the Ellsworth Cooperative Creamery. Listeria is a bacterium that is naturally found in soil, water, cattle, and poultry. It easily enters food processing facilities via employees, pallets, as well as some raw ingredients. Because of this, contamination with ready-to-eat foods is the main concern in the spread of this pathogen. Ready-to-eat foods, such as cheese, will not be further processed before being consumed. As a result, it is critical that producers of ready-to-eat foods take every possible measure to prevent the contamination with Listeria in their food. The objective of my research was to determine if the natural fermentation reaction that occurs during the cheese-making process is able to inhibit the growth of Listeria on fresh cheddar cheese curds, as well as a mild-aged cheddar cheese. During the cheese-making process, the lactose sugar molecules are converted into lactic acid via the good bacteria that is inoculated into the milk for manufacture. So my hypothesis was that the lactic acid produced is able to inhibit the secondary growth of Listeria via the bacterians that are formed from the lactic acid. After our preliminary results showed a decrease in the growth of Listeria for the first 3-week trial. Further research is being conducted to determine if there will be a regrowth after this 3 weeks. Additional research is also being conducted on the secondary contamination of the cheese with Salmonella. Thus far, a decreasing trend has also been seen on this pathogen in the cheese curds as well. If further research confirms our hypothesis, this would be a huge finding in the dairy industry if the lactic acid is able to inhibit the secondary growth of Listeria in fermented dairy products, providing the dairy industry with a wealth of knowledge and giving the cheese manufacturers potentials for less recalls of their outputted product. As another benefit, this would also give the dairy manufacturers an economic benefit of not having to recall and take back all of their contaminated product. Thank you for listening to my research on the antimicrobial activities of lactic acid. In our preliminary research, we had originally done a 4-week trial. So in the 3 weeks, we saw a reduction. And then the 4th week, we started to see a trend up. And when you look at the microbial growth phase, there's a lag phase. So we weren't sure if the bacteria was in a lag phase or if we were seeing the inhibitions from the lactic acid.
So, starting with UW Stout, the overall award is Emily Lehmann